The Lena brothers have long invested in Oak Island, and for almost a decade now they have been on the quest to discover the hidden treasures of this island. Luckily, they've made tremendous progress in their search from discovering gold to uncovering one of the most terrifying discoveries ever recorded in Nova Scotia. But a terrifying incident has made Regina decide to shut down the Oak Island search. Join us as we delve into how Oak Island has just been closed down and how something terrifying is happening. The money pit is collapsing. In this particular episode of The Curse of Oak Island, the team encountered a significant obstacle that threatened to disrupt their progress. The money pit, an important spot in their treasure hunt, became the main focus of a serious event, casting a dark cloud over their expedition. This challenging situation unfolded during Season 6 in an episode titled Voyage to the Bottom of the Senate. Marty declared that in the heart of H8, metal detection expert Gary Drayton made a noteworthy discovery among the artifacts. Excitedly, Gary assumed that it was a metal nail or spike. Fueled by hope, Jack Bigley suggested they could be in the original money pit. However, as the team soon discovered, it's wise not to celebrate prematurely. Their feelings changed greatly when someone noticed the ground around the excavating machine sinking into the mud and vanishing. The exciting moment stopped as the team faced the sinking reality. The plan to find the famous buried treasure and historical stuff stopped as they became more concerned about the falling money pit. Rickenna quickly checked the hollow ground with a flashlight to access the grounds. This unplanned problem complicated the team's mission, leaving them with more questions and fewer answers. The team's recent discovery sent shockwaves through the expedition, prompting Rick Lena, typically the more optimistic of the Lena brothers, to express deep concern. He revealed that there was a decent chance that the entire money pit area might collapse and their efforts would go to waste. His worries stem from the possibility that, despite all the hard work and research, they might face insurmountable obstacles, potentially jeopardizing the continuation of their quest. The team had a problem finding a bone in the money pit before. Now they have found something else. Can they still find treasures, or is this the end of their hard journey? Hidden tunnel. The Lena brothers once made a significant breakthrough in the fabled Oak Island money pit, and it was no ordinary find. Terry Mason, the geological expert, and Charles Barkhouse were captivated, closely monitoring the DN11.5 bola. Their sole objective was to reach the potentially lucrative zone buried between 80 and 120 feet beneath the surface. Racing against time with hope filling the air, the entire team gathered, eyes wide with excitement as the drilling machine penetrated deeper into the earth. Then, in a surprising turn of events, Mike Tedford, the drilling master, dropped a bombshell. At around the 90-foot mark, he had struck something significant. The unexpected revelation excited the expedition, leaving the team eagerly awaiting more information about the newfound discovery. The atmosphere was filled with suspense as they grappled with the potential consequences of Rick's earlier concerns about the stability of the money pit area. This mix of hope and uncertainty highlighted the unpredictable nature of their quest for hidden treasures on Oak Island. This bombshell announcement left Charles and Terry ecstatic, their minds buzzing with possibilities. Excited to confirm the find, they questioned Mike, seeking assurance that he had indeed uncovered a space at the 90-foot depth. To their joy, Mike confirmed the presence of a significant void below, further fueling the team's anticipation and curiosity. Race to gold or tunnel. This revelation was nothing short of mind-boggling, placing everyone at a pivotal crossroads as they grasped the magnitude of their find. Without hesitation, Charles proposed rallying the troops and summoning the expertise of Rick and Marty, recognizing that their leadership was now more crucial than ever. The team quickly aligned on this decision, wasting no time in action. Charles grabbed the phone and dialed Rick and Marty, who promptly responded with infectious excitement, rushing to the location. Rick, in particular, was ecstatic about their money pit drill program that day. The DN11.5 coordinates had landed right in the heart of a treasure zone, amplifying the thrill for everyone involved. Rick announced that the DN11.5 was actually within the so-called treasure zone. The treasure zone is known to have high gold values. Imagine the adrenaline coursing through their veins as they absorbed this information. It was a day filled with excitement, and the possibilities seemed boundless. Rick gathered his team to discuss the recent developments, and the burning question on their mind was unraveling the mystery behind the astounding discovery in the Oak Island money pit. It turned out to be a surprising revelation contrary to expectations. According to Mike Tedford's account, the rods broke through something when the drilling reached approximately 90 feet deep. It was as if the object vanished into a space just 1.5 feet away from their reach. Imagine the sheer excitement that gripped the team at that moment. They were overjoyed. However, the plot thickened as things took an intriguing turn. Terry made a significant observation that DN 11.5, DN 12.5, and DN 13.5 coordinates were perfectly aligned in east-west directions. These coordinates might be part of a concealed structure 94 feet beneath the surface. Adding to the excitement, all alignments hit a structure at 94 feet below grade. Mike is hitting this right now at about 90, which says perhaps they were at the top of the tunnel. Now, the big question on everyone's minds was whether they had stumbled upon another segment of this structure, and if it could be connected to the nearby discovery of gold. The focus was on connecting the dots and validating Terry's intuition. The scientific evidence appeared to align with their suspicions. However, more than relying solely on intuition was needed. More in-depth research was imperative to substantiate their revolving theory. They plunged deeper into the island's core, driven by a mission to unveil the hidden mysteries beneath Oak Island. The more they explored, the more entangled they became in the enigmatic history of the island. The mere thought of stumbling upon a concealed tunnel possibly buried deep at the pit's bottom sent excitement through their spines. They recognized that they stood on the precipice of something profound, a discovery that could reshape everything. Anticipation for that eureka moment, a revelation capable of completely altering their perspectives, had been building. Despite facing challenges, they remained resolute, refusing to give up. They firmly believed that the answers they sought were within reach. To delve further into this captivating discovery, they were poised to scrutinize the evidence with a more profound examination. What came next? They meticulously examined a fragment of dried wood retrieved from the Puey using an X-ray spectrometer. In the revelation, M1 covered traces of the typical materials found on Oakland. Materials from Oak Island had a lot of iron, manganeses, titanium, calcium, potassium, and aluminium, which are all common. She pored over the results meticulously, leaving every detail unexplored. However, a fascinating twist awaited them. An unexpected discovery emerged, and it turned out to be gold. Realizing that the wood they were analyzing contained traces of this precious metal ignited boundless excitement. It showed gold as the outlier. Unable to contain their curiosity, the team directly inquired with Emma about the uniqueness of finding gold in the results. With a light chuckle, Emma affirmed that gold was an unusual element in the findings she presented to the team. As they delved deeper into the sample analysis, they made a mind-boggling revelation. The amount of gold present was approximately 0.4% of the total weight. The Money Pit, in the age of piracy, a group of young individuals stumbled upon an extraordinary find while digging on an island off the coast of Nova Scotia. As they excavated, they unearthed stones and wooden planks that bore the unmistakable signs of human craftsmanship. This discovery ignited a spark of hope, particularly when pirates sailed the seas, and the prospect of uncovering buried treasure fueled everyone's imagination. And their excavation efforts persisted, revealing many planks that concealed a mysterious secret. They manually dug down about 20 feet, but eventually called it quits. However, others took up the challenge and astonishingly continued, discovering peculiar platforms and unusual objects every 10 feet. They progressed deeper into their dig. At a depth of 90 feet, they stumbled upon a stone adorned with peculiar engravings. The real shocker came when they encountered a booby-trapped shaft leading to a foot tunnel extending to the ocean. This raised a perplexing question. Why would someone devise a trap to send a person to the ocean depths? What concealed mysteries await discovery in the Money Pit? Devotees of historical mysteries found themselves enthralled by the unfolding events of the Oak Island expedition.